Chiefs Kingdom. Imagine this. You're the two-time defending Super Bowl champs, with Patrick Mahomes slinging dimes and a dynasty that's owned the AFC for years. But right now, you're staring at a 2-3 record. Your run game is sputtering like a busted engine. Your defensive line is getting bullied in the trenches. And a proven pass rusher is out there tweeting he's ready to rush, while your squad can't buy a sack. If that doesn't make your blood run cold and your fists clench, you're not paying attention. Because this isn't just a slump. It's a full-blown crisis that could torpedo the 3-peat before Halloween. Stick around, because I'm breaking down the 3 massive problems plaguing KC, the tough calls Andy Reid and Veach have to make, and whether Isaiah Pacheco's got 4 weeks to save his Chiefs career. If you're riding with the kingdom through this storm, smash that like button, subscribe for more unfiltered breakdowns, and drop in the comments. Can we flip this script, or is the dynasty cracking? Let's dive in. First up, the ticking clock on a fan favorite. What happens when the battering ram who clawed his way from a 7th-round pick to Super Bowl hero starts looking like he's lost his edge? Chiefs Kingdom. I'm talking about Isaiah Pacheco, and yeah, the writing's on the wall. The guy who out-hustled Clyde Edwards-Helaire, ran with that furious, violent style we all love, and powered our championship drives. He's not the same since that leg injury last year. The burst is gone. The contact-breaking aggression is MIA. And instead of eyeing a fat extension, he's fighting to stay on the roster. Brutal truth time. Pacheco's numbers this season are pedestrian at best. He's splitting carries with Kareem Hunt, who's stealing goal line work, and the coaching staff's trust seems shot. But in Week 5, 7 rushes for 36 yards and 3 catches for 20. Nothing flashy. But he scrapped for first downs, hit holes with purpose, and flashed that old fire. It was a tease. Maybe Pop's still got it. With the bye week looming in 4 games, followed by the November 4th trade deadline. This is Pacheco's audition. Shine against Detroit's tough front in Week 6? Fine. But then come the Raiders, Commanders, and Bills. Defenses a hungry back can feast on. If he balls out, he reclaims the throne. If not, Veach could pivot to rookie Rashid Smith, who's looked explosive in spots, or swing a trade for a star like Breece Hall, Devon Achane, or Alvin Kamara. Our ground game ranks near the bottom, and you can't chase a 3-peat without a reliable RB1. Pacheco's got 4 weeks to prove he's indispensable, or he could be shipped out, ending the Pop era in KC. Pressure's on. Every carry counts. Can he reclaim the swagger? But Pacheco's drama? That's just the appetizer. The real gut punch is a front office blunder that's exploding in our faces like a bad trade gone nuclear. Remember cutting Pennel in August to clear space for Derrick Nnadi, the vet we snagged from the Jets? Yeah, that familiar face move? It's a disaster, kingdom, and the stats are savage. Nnadi's logged 5 tackles total, 0 TFLs, 0 sacks. His PFF grade, 30.1 overall, dead last among 186 qualified D linemen. Run defense at 33.7, 177. Pass rush at 50.0, 182nd. And get this, he's second in snaps at DT with 101. We're feeding major minutes to a guy who's getting washed. And it's why we're hemorrhaging 123.4 rushing yards per game, 10th worst in the NFL. Opponents are carving us up the gut, and Nnadi's at the epicenter. Meanwhile, Pennel, thriving in Cincinnati with 12 tackles, 1 TFL, and a 60.1 PFF grade, 73rd overall, 71st in run D. He's no all-pro, but he's steady, disruptive, the exact plug-and-play vet we needed. His IG post after the release, "Stay tuned, the show is far from over," was prophetic. We swapped picks with the Jets, grabbed Nnadi and a conditional 7, then axed Pennel. Jets won big by dumping dead weight. We added a liability. This whiff from Veach is killing us. especially with Detroit's top 7 rush attack, 134.8 YPG rolling into Arrowhead Week 6. Their O-line mauls and our D-line soft. Championship teams don't botch moves like this. We're paying the price every snap, and it's infuriating. And if that wasn't enough to boil your blood, here's the cherry on top. While our pass rush wheezes outside of George Karlaftis' 3.5 sacks, no one else has more than 2 total. A motivated vet is sitting in free agency, practically begging for a call. Yannick Ngakoue just hit social media, ready to rush. Translation? He's in shape, hungry, and available to any contender needing edge help. That should be us, Kingdom, screaming for us. Why? Our D has been anemic getting to QBs. We're allowing just 190.6 pass, YPG 7th best. But that's smoke and mirrors. We're getting torched on the ground 123.4 YPG, 10th worst, because we can't collapse pockets or stop runs. No game records beyond Karlaftis. Ngakoue, at 30, isn't elite, but he's battle-tested. 14 tackles, 1.5 sacks in 11 games last year split between Pats and Ravens. PFF run D grade of 70.2, solid. He's played in playoffs, brings veteran savvy. Signing him injects competition, lights a fire under the room. Remember that viral clip of Chris Jones half-assing a tackle on Trevor Lawrence's game winner against Jax? Unacceptable for a contender. Jones is safe, but Ngakoue pushes everyone, adds depth, and signals. We're not settling. Free agency's thin, but he's there, with the deadline near and 2 to 3 staring us down. A Week 6 loss to Detroit's fireworks offense drops us to 2 to 4. Panic button? Close. We can't ignore low-hanging fixes while the roster stagnates. Bottom line, Chiefs Kingdom. Pacheco's on a 4-week prove-it tour. The Nnadi Pennel swap is a Veach nightmare costing us wins, and Ngakoue's ready-to-rush plea is the wake-up call we need for pass rush help. This is make or break time. The bye deadline and softer schedule post-Detroit could salvage the 3P. But only if we act. Smash like if you're all in, subscribe for the ride, and comment. What's Veach's first move? Trade for an RB, bolster the D-line, or sign Ngakoue? Do you trust the front office to right the ship, or are bad decisions dooming us? Let's debate, Kingdom. Stand up. Arrowhead awaits.